Do you know when you get something for free, pretty much free, or you had an option that wasn't installed or you thought wasn't installed, but it was? Hey, I'm talking in rhymes. Hang about, find out. I'm Ed, and this is backroadhero. Last video, there you go, little link up in the corner. I'm getting good at this now. We talked about my favourite 3 buttons. Heated steering wheel, heated windscreen, the heated seats. However, due to the power of YouTube and everyone watching this stuff, I have massive thanks. Thank you to everyone who commented on that one. I talked about my favourite 3 buttons, and a few people mentioned their favourite 1 button. It was one of these. I'll show a close-up in a second. And that's what I love about YouTube. I put out a video and people always know more about individual cars than I do. I do my best, so I've got an appeal as well. We'll get into the video, but if you know about these things, I'll talk as much as I can about my experience with the FBH, and maybe someone can explain how it's relevant to other models. I'm only talking exclusively here about the TDV8. What's that option? It's a little dangly remote on here. FBH is the fuel burning heater. Did you know that an FBH was fitted to all diesel L322s, as far as I'm aware? From the facelift era, 2009 on, it was fitted with the option to have a remote operation. So you hit a button 100 meters away, the fuel burning heater fires up, it warms the car, it warms the block, and it demists and defrosts the windows. What a wonderful, wonderful idea. Now, this would have been an expensive option, or a theoretically an expensive option. All the kit's actually fitted in the car in the first place. The heater's there. So someone said to me, do you have the remote module fitted? I've no idea. Go and look in the right-hand side of the boot. And that's what I did. And there I discovered the Telestar remote module. Hey, how do we get this working then? So I rather stupidly bought one of these. 30 quid. Spent about an hour trying to pair the damn thing to the module, and then discovered there are actually 2. Look identical. One is for the L322 and the other one is for the L405. Do not be confused. These are quite rare. What you need is the one that says on and off in lettering. The other one that doesn't work has little squiggly fan signs for the on, and it's got an off button. Don't be confused. They're exactly the same on the outside apart from the buttons, but the interiors is all different. This one was 30 quid, £30 UK sterling. This was second hand and it was 70. So, and I had to get one from Germany. So they're like hen's teeth, but if you find one, that's all you need. And it's really easy to pair it. So let's have a little look at the module and I'll show you how easy it is to pair one of these things. Actually, incidentally, this cover, fully fitted, is probably my second favorite option on the L322. It's absolutely fantastic. If you're like me and you're carrying dogs, etc., I'll put the link down below. It's kind of the best 40 quid you'll ever spend. All fully tailored, but in order to get into this, I've got to unhook it at the side. Another one down here, and there we go. So if you get in here, this is the Telestar unit, the T91 it says, and that's the remote you're looking for. Some people mess around pulling this number 16 fuse. This is all specific, of course, to the TDV8. This is the aerial, and there's the little module up there, and it's this connector here that you just want to pull out. Literally grab it by the connector, not the wires. Give it a bit of a wiggle. It might be quite tight. But this one's been in several times trying to pair the remote that actually wouldn't pair. So anyway, pull it out, leave it for about 5 seconds, put it back in again, and within sort of 5 or 6 seconds, push the off button and hold it for at least 1 second on the remote control. That should pair the unit. So what about this FBH? What is it all about? What does it do? Let's have a look under the hood. So here's something the L322 does really well. It turns your money into hot air. Or your money just vanishes, because like running one of these things isn't the cheapest in the world. It only activates in low temperatures. It's used to assist the heater. It's used to heat up the block, and it happens automatically in your car. That's why it's fitted initially, in order to get it up to the temperature. This park heating option, as they call it, is just purely a function of an extra that you can add to the car. That's just so this is my favorite option. This is Apple CarPlay in the L322. So we're now starting to retail these. In the UK, go to the website backroadhero.com for all of that info. Anyway, I digress. If you go to settings, if you go to vehicle settings, and if you go to timed climate, you have the option to turn the heater on and off. Now the manual heat and manual vent that's a bit of a red herring. I'm not quite sure why they're not actually illuminated. Maybe it's because I've got a remote control paired. I do not know. If you know, please comment below. We can all learn from this. And the reason I produce YouTube videos is somebody out there knows far more about the systems than I do. We're in a dead car. Oh, hopefully it's not too dead. I'm going to push the on button till you see what happens. Get a green light. The auto button here starts flashing, and I've just heard the fan starting up. So that's what happens in your absence in the car. Makes it all nice and toasty warm, and it clears the windscreens. Hey, on a frosty day, how could you say fairer than that? I hit the off button and it all stops. It stops flashing. This one is flashing. I'm not sure whether that's actually a function of the heater, but certainly the auto light in here is the one that'll start flashing and let you know what's going on. So no more cold cars on a frosty morning. So the fuel burning heater only works in cold days. It's used to assist the normal heater, so rather than waiting for the engine to warm up and give you hot air, it assists that. It assists the warming of the engine and for clearing your windscreen, etc., etc. So the remote control is just a byproduct of that. It only works in colder temperatures. There are various things being batted around there, but certainly somewhere in sort of the 5 to 8 degree range, it becomes automatic. With the remote operation, it needs a decent battery charge, and it also needs sufficient fuel in the tank, and some are suggesting that at least a quarter of a tank for it to work. Now, I believe this function can either be retrofitted or is existing in the earlier L322s. I'm talking specifically about all UK registered or UK delivered TD V8s in the 2009 to 2012 era have this system fitted automatically. So it's just purely a matter of finding a remote control and pairing it to the system. Less than 100 quid. It's effectively the upgrade and the optional extra that you never knew you had. So if you are an aficionado of these particular things and know what they were fitted to, as well as the L322. I'm talking about Range Rover Sports and everything else, and certainly the earlier models. If you know about such things, please drop a comment down below. What I can do is I can pin it to the top. I can highlight the comment and let people know. So there are always many more people out there that know more about these things than I do, and your help is massively gratefully received. It's about helping everyone else. That's what this channel is about, discovering things, living with cars, and upgrading them to their full potentials. So thanks for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed this short one. It was a pleasant surprise for me to find out that I actually had this option already fitted to the car. All I needed was the little remote control. Don't make the mistake that I did by ordering the wrong one. Make sure you get the right one with the on and off. So that's it for now for the L322. All the best now. Bye-bye.